I've been talking a lot about balancing the hip joint and the need to really build strength along the back and the hamstrings and the glutes. Now I want to talk a lot about balancing the shoulder joint, which is technically the most mobile joint in the body. However, it doesn't always feel that way for everybody. In daily life, because life happens usually in front of us, or this is what we're paying attention to, and our culture of sitting and working has inhibited the shoulder joint and fixed it more in slight flexion and internal rotation. Now you can see how that moves the scapula kind of wide and out, where the scapula eventually starts to almost come up and over and the chest is really collapsed. Now, if you spend a long time that way, your muscles become habituated, right? So they're locked long, holding up. We're locked short in the front. And then our neck is kind of doing the opposite, which is called an upper cross syndrome. So anytime you think about it, especially every half an hour, if you can set an alert on your phone, which we spend too much time in, or on your computer, which we also spend too much time in. You can undo that and ask yourself to do the opposite to bring you back into balance. So one way to bring the shoulder into external rotation and open up the tightness of the pec major and minor, two of the muscles in the front of the chest, is from here, take your arms alongside and just turn the hands. You'll see the hands turning, but really the motion is coming up here in the shoulder. So find external rotation, back to internal rotation. Find external rotation, come back to internal rotation. You compare the breath. So every time you inhale, turn the armpits are turning forwards, and external rotation in the shoulder joint, and the palms are turning out. When you exhale, come back. Inhale. Oh, I just got a little more breath. Exhale. In and out through the nose, the best filter for the breath. I got a lift in the chest, which is hard to do if we're weighing down on it. And then exhale. Let's add that with abduction. So inhale and exhale. So you build on it. You inhale, turn the palms up, let the arms move up and out, and then spread your hands wide. And then exhale. I'm just literally taking like 30 seconds to a minute to do this every half an hour. Can really change your perspective, change how you feel, change how your brain feels because you're getting more oxygen, change how your heart feels because it's able to like sing out, find joy. Exhale. And then if you have a chair, you can even do this. Take the shoulders into extension because again, they're usually in flexion. So take your arms in extension, external rotation, and then lift the chest, lift the chest, lift the chest. So we're literally reversing and doing the opposite with the shoulder blade. So engaging the lower trapezius muscle. If you have a back to your chair and it works, you can use the back of the chair and then even external rotation. You might not be able to do that if you have a solid back of the chair. And then inhale, lift up. I'm gonna do that because it's more congruent in the wrist. But again, if your shoulders are tight and your hands have to be wider, just spin the palms up. Bring the palms back to the lap. You can also take your hands under your desk. Engage the muscles, engage the lower trapezius by pressing your hands up into the desk. That's gonna lift and lengthen the sternum. It's gonna broaden the collarbone, so think the elbows aren't winging out. They're coming in to support the lift of the chest, and you're able to breathe bigger and fuller. And then